What's up?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Hot Bros.
Yes, good to have everybody here. People filing in slowly but surely. One day I'm going to get that intro and we're going to have it play out where we can dance, party our way into these things. It'd be really cool to have an animated one too, which I'm planning on doing. Maybe I'll hire somebody.
I really should have been on that, but I've been crunching on my book. Real living that crack pack. But I've been hearing like there's some more disavows. People are standing. I mean, there's a real argument happening now.
Yeah, I see some of these. I stand with the guys that we, the upstanding members of our PSA group, but I'm glad everybody has their own take on it. I think we're all members of the same community. I'm just worrying about everybody out there. So
of course,
we have a particular member of the community on today that we all kind of look to as a guidepost, if you will, so we'll get into that soon. Let's just say hello to the chat real quick. You want to run through and see who's around?
Collision bomb, yeah. And then it's Leandro, which I think he's with us. Viking Wolf.
Heck yeah, man. Oh, he's also hailing the cyberpunk extraordinaire. Myself. There's many of us out there. We had a cyberpunk stream on B Rose's channel last night, and
nice.
We had Jake on from Cobalt, and we got to chatting about what really is cool about cyberpunk. We've done it a few times, and got to see what we're kind of going toward in our next book, which is cool. So we do a lot of things around here, but I guess while we're on the subject of cyberpunk, if you guys have not seen my book, I'll show you this really quickly. This is the trailer for Star Circuit. It's my racing book that it's in demand now. If you haven't seen it yet, we are very close to 18K on this book. So stoked for that. So here you guys go. Check it out.
Welcome to the future. A place where you can find anything you desire. If the burner gangs don't find you first. Where the fastest racers are artificial. And if you're human, don't stand a chance. Star Circuit.
Yeah.
Shout out
Johnny Cage. Welcome.
What's up, Johnny Cage? Thank you for showing up, man. Johnny is an interesting cat. I always love what he has to say over when I see him on other chat rooms, but also the page one guys over there. He's hilarious over there. So I think before we move on here, Leander's saying you both should just put on some GI in front of the green screen for that Ryu and Ken. Yeah, I know, right? So, be a good idea. I'm all about the spectacle, the theatrics, but we're a little bare bones right now. I'm doing a side book as well as Star Circuit. So once I get in the flow of that, I'll be back to making this thing a little more fancy. So without further ado, let's get we all know him as the Moral Compass CG. He's got several books. I first was introduced, I'm pretty sure by Graveyard Shift, but he's got other books as well. We'll go through all of them, I'm sure. Here he is, Mark Poulton.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hello.
So glad to have you on. I haven't talked to you since I was on your channel, which was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome that we get to talk again. What's been real since we talked? It's been probably a few months.
Yeah, just been busy. trying to finish up Sea Dog, Viking Wolves. The campaign is going strong. We only have 13 days left. And I think in a couple weeks, I'm heading out to Michigan to start signing Graveyard Shift. So
nice.
Yeah.
Signing party up there.
What's that? Signing party? Yeah,
Signing
yeah. John, I'll head up and meet up with John, and we'll sign thousands of books.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be bring up your hand brace or something.
Yeah.
Take some breaks. So we have got a couple new people in the chat. My lovely Sherry is my girlfriend showing up. She's always nice. And D, what's up? Hey.
D. Yeah.
So, dude, ever since I saw, I was talking to Clint from Sea Dog on, I think, Raging Golden Eagle, and he was talking of Viking Wolf because it was like a stretch goal to even see it, and I was like, dude, this is going to be so cool. And now I finally get to talk to you about it. We do, and finally get to see what is it all about. I'm going to pull up the page. We're going to pull up Zaid's page actually, and then maybe we can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I just off the bat, off the character design, I played the indie game Undertale, and there's an armored, an exaggerated shouldered armored enemy within that has a dog that pilots it. Oh. So when I started seeing a lot of the art for this, immediately I started kind of getting, all right, this is going to be fun because there's this actiony, dark slant to kind of the same or like a very similar concept to like a wolf in a suit of armor. This looks like it's exciting. I mean, the artwork is insane. Look at what you get in here. We haven't even scrolled through yet. I have, but here we go. So you were at 13 days left, 274 backers. Yeah.
Nice. And just shy of 19. That's incredible. It's great.
Yeah. It's doing great. The reaction for it has been fantastic. We had a huge launch. We did 10,000 the first night. So I mean, you know how campaigns go. You get those lulls in between, like the launch and the closeout. The closeout of the 30 days. So yeah, it's been fun, but also times frustrating, just because you're like, when it's slow, it's slow.
Right. I get you. Yeah, I was stoked for it. I was lately I haven't been able to hop in a lot of chats, but I always watch. It was cool to see your launch on Bancrofts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible, man. We got Lord Crackhead popping up.
Yeah.
Good to see everyone. So yeah, maybe what do you think? The trailer does it? Does the trailer have a pitch to it, or is it more atmospheric? I can't remember.
It's just 30 seconds of metal. It's you'll get the idea from it though.
Okay, that's good. Let's,
Yeah, I've growled before, but I'm glad this one had it there already.
Did that say oversized? What size was oversized?
It's going to be 8.5 by 11. So basically same size as copy paper. I was inspired by the DC Black Label books.
Okay.
I just feel Matt and Renzo's artwork is so fantastic. Mm-hmm. I want people to enjoy it in that oversized format. Really get to see all the detail in it.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Matt. What has he worked on? Has he worked on your stuff before?
No. So I know Matt. He's a local guy, but I've known him mostly as an inker. He's inked for like Radical, if you remember them, back in, I guess, mid 2000s. He did a book for Image, but I started seeing his commission work, and I was like, man, you're amazing. You should be drawing books. And he was like, nah, I just like inking.
Right.
And I was like, no, you gotta do something with me. And I had this idea for Viking Wolf, kind of in my back pocket. I've been holding on to it, and I wrote up the script like right after talking to him, and I sent it to him. I was like, this is the book you need to do with me. Take a look at it. Let me know how I can convince you. And he was kind of familiar with what we were doing over at Comicsgate, and he would just sort of lurk. And I was like, you need to start coming over to Twitter and seeing what it's all about. And ever since, he's been thanking me like every time he sees me, because his commissions have gone up. He's doing covers for like Vampirella, Ninja Turtles now. So
nice. Yeah, he jump started him, man. That's awesome.
if you're not familiar with him now, I think you will be soon.
Well, and I know Renzo from I think The Trespasser did he do that book? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. He did Impossible Stars. He's like the busiest guy. He does a ton of books. Thomas Valiant.
Yeah. No, he's great. And so did you say Matt is inking on this or no?
No. Well, Matt is pencil. So I split the script up between them. One of the conditions Matt had of working with me, he was like, can we bring in another artist to help with some of the heavy lifting? So I went through the script and I just like picked out pages that I thought would work to both of their strengths. So Matt does half the book. Renzo does half the book. Matt pencils and inks his work. He worked traditional. Renzo works traditional, I think, sometimes, but mostly digital.
Okay.
So it's the book's done. That's one thing I want to stress. The book is all the artwork, the pencils, inks, colors are all done. And even though it's two different artists, they complement each other well. And you can, it's not distracting or anything. There's a nice flow to the book.
That's great. Yeah, that's what would be worrying me if that was with that situation. Dude, everything looks great on it. Colors, obviously the pencil work anatomy and everything, even screw anatomy, like the over the top nature of everything is looking great, and that's what is so attractive here. I think it's kind of like what I'd want a Castlevania book to look like, something like this, a little bit more cartoony than what they do on Netflix. But this is looking great. So maybe can you give us an elevator pitch or something like as what it's about?
Sure. Viking Wolf's a 40-page dark fantasy horror comic about basically a giant wolf with an even bigger hammer that's powered by the blood of his enemies. The more enemies he kills, the stronger the blood hammer becomes until it is overloaded with energy, and he just has to release it on that final boss or whoever he's battling.
Wow.
But at its core, it's a story about a father and a son. Viking Wolf has to travel to Earth to save his father, who's been kidnapped by our villain, the Toll Man, who is like this vampire wizard who can travel in between realms. So he has access to not only the Moonshire, where a Viking Wolf is from, but also Earth and other planets.
Is there a wolf some sort of female wolf for him to like a love interest for the wolf?
A she wolf.
Yeah.
Not yet. As we go on, I have more volumes planned for this. Definitely you have to have a love interest for him.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the perfect, because it's very, wouldn't you say, Jeremy, it's like somewhere mixed between, like, not the styling, but it's very Frazetta, like brutalist.
Yeah. I didn't think about it until you just said that, but yeah, that would work really well with it.
Yeah. So
that's
a nice
cool.
voluptuous cat, would
opening
help.
yourself up to a whole new clientele there.
So D. Hauser says blood in, blood out. And I think he's referring to the power of the hammer, but who knows what he's talking about. So, yeah, dude, I love this page. That's amazing. This is a pinup.
Yeah, so when Viking Wolf travels to Earth, our main human in the story, Travis, he's sort of like the portal for Viking Wolf to get to Earth. He literally travels through him, ripping his body apart, And then Travis is magically transported to the Moonshire while Viking Wolf is on Earth. So through magic, he gets pieced together. But every time Viking Wolf needs to come to Earth, Travis has to relive this. It's agonizing, and it's always at the most inopportune times because he's trying to hit on this girl that he likes, Sarah. So Viking Wolf's always interrupting.
Dude, that's a crazy concept, dude. What do you think about that, Jeremy?
Love it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make the most over-the-top, gory, violent book I could.
Yeah, this kind of goes for it. Definitely. The whole transmutation from like going from one world to a next through the sort of like bursting out of inside. Like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. My roommate in college made a puppet sculpture out of, but made it like a real puppet, but it was it was a demon popping out of a bunny. So and it had movable jaws and stuff. So like I see something, I'm like, yes. And yeah, look at the foreshortening, guys. I mean, beautiful foreshortening.
Great stuff on the intestines, large intestines.
The foreshortening, yeah.
What's up with the so he's transported. This guy's magically put back together another time. So
yeah.
What's that look like?
The first adventures are recatching Viking Wolf in one of the first things he's done, or how does that? Is this like the origin or no?
Yeah, we'll get a little flashback on how he becomes like Viking Wolf and the protector of the Moonshire, but this is basically the story of him basically I guess he has to take care of his father's mistakes. So his father made a bad deal, and it's come back to haunt him. So Viking Wolf has to take care of it. This is the first time he's ever interacted with Travis or come to Earth. So it's like their origin of how they become bonded.
Oh, geez, nuts! It sounds cool, and I'm intrigued. I just thought of something. I
love the first one.
Yeah, as I say, I didn't know exactly when I first saw. One of your first works. Like I saw Graveyard Shift. I'm pretty sure that's my introduction to you. But
yeah.
What was your work history before? Like, what was the things you wrote on before CG? What's your experience?
Yeah, I started in the comic industry 15 years ago with a creator-owned book called Coney Waves. It was about a female detective in Hawaii. Basically, a combination of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Hawaii Five-0. It did well enough that it got some buzz. It was optioned at one point. We had a huge signing at San Diego Comic-Con. We had an actress attached to be Coney Waves, Melise Zhao, who went on to play Dr. Light in the Flash series.
Oh, really?
So needless to say, it never happened, but we had those cool moments. But from Coney Waves, I made a little bit of a name for myself, and I got the attention of my hero in comics at the time, the man who inspired me to want to make comics, Rob Liefeld. And he I was on his message board, and he reached out to me and said he wanted to work with me. He was bringing back Evangeline, and he wanted me to be the writer of it. So I did a couple things for him before Evangeline finally happened. At the same time, another guy on his message board, I had reached out to him, John Malin, and I said, hey, I got this idea about the Universal monsters as superheroes. Are you interested? And he was like, he doesn't remember this part, but I remember it as clear as day. He was like, everybody wants me to do a book with them, but you're the first person to ask me to draw monsters, so I'm in. So we started working on Graveyard Shift back in 2010. It would take years for it to finally launch it, but it all worked out for the best. But I continued to do work with Rob Liefeld. I did Evangeline when he went to Image. He took me, when he went to DC, he took me along with him, and I scripted Hawkman. He wrote it, I scripted it. Art T. Bear was the inker of the book. Joe Bennett was the artist. So we had a great team. for the new 52 Hawkman.
Nice.
And then I've continued to do my own stuff. I did a lot of children's books. I have a series called A Cat Named Haiku, which is about the day in the life of a cat told in haiku.
Nice.
And my son, he's 11 now, but he's seen me making comics, ever since he was born. So he's always been interested. And in 2017, he and we released a book that we wrote together called Pizza Tree. That's what the basis of what our company Haunted Pizza is named after, Pizza Tree. But we went on to we got nominated for a Ringo Award for Best Kids Graphic Novel. We lost to DC Girls United, though. I think it was rigged. But we won the Moonbeam Award, another indie book award for Best Kids Graphic Novel. So
Awesome.
I try to incorporate my son in whatever he's interested. He created helped me create Bazooka Dog for U.S. Assassin. He
Cool.
created one of the main characters in U.S. Assassin, Slither. He's a wealth of of ideas.
Yeah, kids have a great imagination. I think that's like what we all try to hold on to as we get older. And I think it's like important for us to like, remain open to ideas, and that's like what kids got over us. Pretty much, everything's game. That's awesome. I didn't know the full history. I knew you did a few things for Liefeld. I didn't know exactly what. That's cool that it all came together for Graveyard Shift. So what before we get back to Viking Wolf, I got my last question on development. Like, how did you get into writing? Did you always think you were a writer? Did you have like creative writing courses?
I wanted to be an artist. My dream was to be a comic book artist. And in high school, we the guidance counselor met with every senior to see what their dreams and aspirations were. I told her I wanted to be a comic book artist. I wanted to go to art school. She called my parents and said, "Mark's too smart to go to art school." And my parents agreed with her and said, "We're not sending you to art school. You already know how to draw. You go get a business degree, and then afterwards you can go to art school." So I went to college. I was an accounting major. I was the worst accounting major there was, to the point where I had to figure out a new major. And I just told my guidance counselor in college, I was like, "Look, what do I have credits for that I can just graduate on time?" I don't care what the major is, because my dream was I was going to go to art school and I was going to be a comic book artist. So I settled on being a marketing major, which I think ended up helping me in the long run. And my parents said, while you're at, getting your business degree, you could just take art electives. Well, there was never any art classes that fit into my schedule, but there was writing classes. So I started writing. So I graduated from college, and I was like, all right, I'm going to sign up for art school. The art school I signed up for, even though I was 22, I still needed a parent to co-sign for me for whatever reason. And my parents were like, "We're not going to co-sign for you.
Right.
Why don't you go get your master's degree?" And I was like, "Oh." So I was the only kid who listened to his in my family to listen to my parents. So I took the test for master's degree. I did really well, and then I was going through I got accepted, and it was like, am I going to commit to this? And I was like, I just don't want to go to school for another 4 years for a degree I don't care about. And at that time, I met Dexter, my friend Dexter Weeks, who go on to be one of my best friends, and he was in art school, and I was telling him, that I want to make comics, and he was like, "I want to make comics." So we started making comics, and he was the artist, and I had I had writing experience from college. So we just started, I put those art aspirations aside and just started writing.
Dude, that's awesome. That's like you following your parents' direction. Maybe it ties into you being the compass, for CG, just like because you know there's like a reason to do. At least you had the wisdom to know maybe there's a reason why they're telling you to go that route. But I don't know. I feel like both me and Jeremy, went the opposite direction. I'm sure. Like,
well, I mean, if he's the moral compass, you're the balance point, and I'm on the other extreme.
You're the pole.
Yeah. I'm almost cutting my ear off. Almost.
Right. So you're the chaotic neutral over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting, man. I really. Do you still draw at all? Did you have anything to show?
Oh yeah. So we just did the wolf and stuff, Viking wolf sketch stream. So I joined in. I mean, This was just like a couple.
Let me pull you up here.
Full stream. Yeah.
So,
nice.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm passable. I've drawn some children's books in my day, but I work with far superior artists. So I think it all worked out for the best.
I mean, I can't wait to read. I haven't read any of your work, so I'm excited to read. I bought, I got all 3 Graveyard Ships coming, hopefully.
Oh, awesome.
I'll be excited to read those. And, I'll probably read more than that too. But so let's pull up the campaign one more time as we're here. So I know we went through pretty much like the elevator pitch and a little bit of the basics of the characters and whatnot. I did see some other stuff at the bottom. I saw Jose Garcia, a piece of art down at the bottom. I saw another couple prints too. What's the stretch goals or supplementals that are going with this or anything?
So there's 3 versions of Viking Wolf. You can get Matt Dalton's cover. You can get Renzo Rodriguez's cover. And then people were asking me before I even launched the campaign, are you going to do a black and white version of the book? And I hadn't thought of it until I got such a demand for it. So I had this cover by Jose Garcia, who I discovered through our Graveyard Shift fan art contest. He was the winner of that. And I was just blown away by how great he was. So he did this cover for me. I was like, wow, that'd be a great cover for a black and white edition of the book. So there's 3 versions of Graveyard Shift. Viking Wolf, they're all oversized 8.5 by 11. And then I'm a huge 90s comics fan, especially Extreme Studio, Rob Liefeld's company. And he would put out a yearbook every year that had like the bios of all the creators that were working there, as well as like exclusive pinups and previews of upcoming characters, stuff like that. I was like, well, man, I think I'd like to do something like that. So we have the Haunted Pizza Yearbook. Features a new character that I'm hopefully will launch next year, Gun Goth, with Dexter Weeks and another artist friend of mine, Mark Yoon. Renzo did the cover for us. Cool. This will be a foil cover, standard comic book size, and it'll have bios of all the creators I'm working with: Matt Dalton, Renzo, Mike McMahon from U.S. Assassin. Even my son Chase has a page in there. And then just, killer artwork from all these awesome artists that I work with.
A lot of that is awesome. The perspectives on the guns, the pizza, the hair texture, just excellent.
Yeah, Renzo's just the best, man.
The feet are good.
Yeah, I dig it. I love the perspective on how it's all laid out. That's usually what gets me. We got a couple new people in chat, by the way. Shadowhawk is showing up. What's up, Shadowhawk? You're not late. You're on time, my friend. We got plenty of time.
Frog G.
And Frog G and 6x6 Representative Oliver's here.
Well, what's up, Oliver? He just colored some pieces for me.
Oh, nice. Incredible. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a colorist, and then he also does, he's a key member over at 656. Yeah. And thanks for slinging the links for us. He's got Beckoned. You can go play Jeremy's game right now on Beckoned or on Steam. His game Beckoned. Check that out. It's pretty sweet. While we're there. Yeah, it's solid. Super cool. Is this the same type of collector's case for trading cards, or is this for something else?
No, so this is the collector's case is this is one of our higher price tiers. This comes with all the books that we're offering in the campaign. So all 3 versions of Viking Wolf, the Haunted Pizza Yearbook. It's going to have a metal trading card, has a magnetic opening, Renzo's artwork on the front. But as the campaign's been going on, I've been adding stuff from my career in the industry, stuff that I've had extra comps of. So as the campaigns went on, I added the Coney Waves digest, 100 pages of black and white horror.
Nice.
I added the Coney Waves Demon Slayer one shot with a cover by Marat Michaels. And then my first published artwork. This is the Coney Waves Demon Slayer retailer incentive cover that I drew.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you get all that with the collector's case option?
Yeah. So all the books we're offering, plus all the books I've been adding during the campaign. So right now we're at 7 books.
Is that the top? Is that the featured perk?
No, it's the $150 tier.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Okay. Yeah.
Zoom in if you can, Germ. There, sweet. Cool. So it's cool to like put like the perk with the visual there. Because I mean, mostly for me, this is my this is why I do these streams, just so I get a one-on-one with the books I want to back. It's a little selfish. Frog G says, tickle the algorithm, smash the like, ding the bell. Sub for us. We are that sounded bad. We are we are over 1,000 subs, but we do not have the hours yet. So I plan to do more videos once I have a chance to. But yeah, hopefully
go back and look at some of the old clips and clip them out, rewatch them to find the goofiest faces, and embarrass us later with your video clips. That's how you watch them.
That's a good idea. I think you should have Jeremy actually go out there and clip them for us. He just signed up. So Leandro's bringing up a good point. Mortal Compass is killing the game with U.S. Assassins, Sea Dog, codename Kill Switch, Graveyard Shift, and now Viking Woof. It is a solid lineup, and if you get that case, you're getting a lot of your previous work with Coney Waves as well. So that's awesome.
So one of the incentives to this campaign when I launched was the first 100 backers got the mini Moral Compass figure. There's a contest tied into those figures when people get them. A little fig photography. The best, the person who takes the best picture of the little Lego compatible Moral Compass. Whatever, you could have them with your Lego Millennium Falcon, teaming up with Batman or Spider-Man, whatever, but you're going to get one of these collector cases, and it's going to be a one-of-a-kind Moral Compass collector's case with Graveyard Shift, U.S. Assassin, Sea Dog, Viking Wolf. It's going to be all my Comicsgate stuff in one box. So if you didn't get the Moral Compass figure, have no fear. The variant is coming for the U.S. Assassin 3 campaign.
So let me ask a serious question. Are you mad that Graham took your Compass Comics, I guess, moniker?
No, not at all. I had Haunted Pizza since 2017 when Pizza Tree started being developed for a live action film. I thought, we better get serious and create a company.
Right. It's about time. Yeah. I just made the connection just now. I was like, oh, he's got his Compass Comics over there, and just you happen to be the Compass. So
the Compass thing happened a little late because I already had my YouTube channel branded as Primetime Poulton. Right. So now it's the Moral Compass. I'm the Moral Compass, but the channel's Primetime Poulton. The company's Haunted Pizza. It's all a big mess.
That's awesome. That's flavor. It's character.
Yeah.
It's a kaleidoscope of amazing.
I think so. The featured perk. Now I got something in my mind where I'm like, okay, the case looks awesome, but the fan pack at featured is which has the better value out of the two, because you're getting a lot out of that case.
Yeah, so as I've been adding books to the case, that's becoming the better value. But what a great value is if you had signed up for our mailing list, you could get the fan pack, which is all 4 books from this campaign. You could have got them for $75. So that's probably the best value in the entire campaign.
And you sent out an email for that, right?
Go ahead.
What's that?
Is that through email?
Yeah. When the book launched, I sent out an email to all the mailing list subscribers, and they got the secret tier link.
I'm going to do a quick little dig. That's what you always have to do.
I wanted to ask Joe. This campaign is very heavy on the original artwork.
Oh yeah.
So I have not actually seen this much original artwork offered on a campaign too often, if at all. Once you get past and into these numbers here, there's a lot of cool art.
Can you do a little zoom as you go down there?
Yeah. If you guys want, I have all the artwork right here. Matt was nice enough to donate it for the campaign. Cool. So if you want to see a page, just let me know. I'll show it.
Well,
there's people that love original artwork.
So here's page 1.
Oh, snap. Yeah, that could look great on my gray wall behind me. Yeah, I really like that one.
That's the one I've stared at the longest.
Oh, good. Jeremy, you want to go halfsies?
Yeah.
I hold it for the one half of the month and you get the next.
We'll talk.
Can we see?
Wait, are we monetized yet?
Paying for original art. Let's move down the page and see if we can get another one up. Jeremy, can you move down
again? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, scroll down just to see if we have other options.
15.
Okay, let's see 15. Oh man.
So this is where he's coming to Earth.
Oh, so that one, the crazy one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's ink, right? That's
yep.
High. Wow.
Sick.
$400, Germ. You know what I mean?
Get that tattooed on your back.
I need a raise.
24 might be my favorite page.
Okay.
This is an awesome shot of our villain, the Toll Man. It has Viking Wolf's father locked up behind him.
Nice.
Got this cool little rat in the corner too.
Mm-hmm.
That's part right there.
That's an awesome shot.
Yeah.
It is really good. It's a nice upshot, man.
Man, me and Joe were just talking about being careful about how dark we're going, and then at the same time we come up with artists like this, and I'm going, no, it's not dark enough.
We just have to mess with it pre-press, but that's amazing.
It's beautiful.
An amazing piece. Good old Matt Fowler says, "Damn son."
Yeah, right.
So we got some double-page spreads coming up.
Well, let's see this. Holy crap!
And that's what we've seen colored on the header of the campaign, guys. Yeah. But that is sick.
Yeah, I feel like so seeing these originals not only are selling me on the originals, but are selling me on
the
black and white version.
Yeah.
Selling me on getting a third job.
All right. Page 8 and 9. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
He's got gold just chilling on his desk.
Wow. Yeah, right. Sounds like Scrooge McDuck with personal original artwork. Sick.
Yeah, that's great management of space on that one. I like it.
Excellent stuff.
Wow. And who's the artist on those? Or
Matt Dalton. They're all Matt's pages. Yeah.
I can see why he's getting the commissions. No joke. No joke indeed. Oh, one more. Let's do this.
I don't have the right page to match it up with. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Sick.
So what's happening on that one? He's got there's a wolf head on his. He's holding a wolf head, or
no. So that little guy right here is Viking Wolf's sidekick Reef. He's a little fox character. So this is Travis in the Moonshire, and Reef is giving him like a history of their world.
See it now.
The book, when the pages are turned, holograms pop up. So a hologram of the Toll Man pops up.
Nice.
Oh, kind of a bit of exposition there, maybe, potentially. Looks cool.
That's crazy.
Dude, I dig that. That's now that you say what it is, it's like I can see a lot of the inspirations there. That's awesome.
And the rest are sold out, guys. You better get on these quick.
Damn, dude. I'm glad. I mean, if I'm just saying, like, what I've seen already seems like would be the top sellers. Can't imagine. Wow. If I didn't just buy Taylor's or Chubb's original for Taylor's, I would be buying one. Damn, if I didn't have to build a fence this month, you know what I mean? Lumber has gone up. So what's the tier? Can we go through the tiers and maybe find us a good happy medium for everybody? Because I get everybody in the chat has either backed this. I know this. They either backed it or they're going to be backing it now. Absolutely. We all know that. So let's see what we got. So the fan pack is all 4.
Yep, all 4, all 3 Viking Wolves and the Haunted Pizza Yearbook.
Awesome.
Which is a foil cover.
Nice. And this is 40 pages for the main book. So that's really 120 pages. And then the yearbook is what? Another.
The yearbook is 24 pages.
24 pages. Okay. Yeah, it's solid. That's a lot. Okay.
Then you got Matt Dalton's cover for $25. Colored by Sebastian Cheng. They've worked together on Vampirella and I want to say Red Sonja covers.
Cool. Yeah, it's got like a nice painterly feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks sick in the 90s on a black T-shirt.
Yeah, looks like it would.
That looks sick now. On a 90s.
It looks like it would be a Ronnie Dio album cover or something.
Yeah, right.
I'm picturing Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah, great looking stuff.
So then you have the Renzo cover for $25.
Cool.
And the black and white version of the book with the Jose Garcia cover.
So you get the Jose cover, same price.
Yep, $25.
White. Yeah, after seeing those originals, I might have to go black and white. It sucks, but I have to do it, or maybe both. I don't know.
As artists, it's a good study.
Everything's available as an add-on too. So if you don't see like a certain tier that meets your needs, you can always mix and match at checkout.
Yeah, there you go. The
right.
add-on.
House, easy with the obscenities, right? Joking. The yearbook you can buy separate too. Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. So why'd you make this a perk in itself? Because it could have just been an add-on. You just wanted to make sure if someone just wanted the yearbook, they could.
Yeah. I'm playing up to people who have a love for the 90s as well, or people who love shiny things. So you can get the nice foil cover book.
Shiny things. We love shiny things.
Yeah, shiny things. We're attracted to shiny things. All right, get both covers.
Yep. So that's for the colored book. So Matt and Renzo's covers.
And a quick question for the original art: you just get the art, no book, right?
No, you get Matt Dalton's cover version of the book. Yep.
Ooh, man, you might be selling me on this now.
What else can I do? What else can I throw in
there? Covers 25 or 50, so double up on you.
Triple threat. I like the name, obviously. Wow. Yeah. So you got something for everybody here. I think we've got the point. I'm eyeing a couple different ones. It's one of those things where I don't even know if I'll be able to choose right now on stream, which I always try to choose. That way we have something. Did we just get another backer? Somebody must have backed.
Nice.
We did.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Awesome.
Our bro Gleam.
A little bit of the Gleam. I'm glad.
Thank
I'm
you,
glad
Chad.
this book exists. Just like I'm glad, dude. This month is going to be nuts with so many things fulfilling. Like so many things are in pre-press and in press right now. And then next month, so many things are going to be launching. I heard it on, I think Rob's channel where he went through all the books that are coming out or launching soon with Godlike and probably Rex. There's so many coming. And now it's just like this nice. CG's got this nice cycle that you're getting something fulfilled, you're getting something ready to back, and you're getting something you can back right now, all at the same time. And that's what I love about the community. It's like such a thriving water wheel, if you will.
Yeah, it's moving.
It's crazy
alive.
to think like where we started at, where there was like a handful of books, and now like it's a full 12 months of awesome releases. There's something happening every week, it seems like.
Yeah. It's like almost like it's a real industry.
Overall,
Yeah, I feel like I can only imagine a few years what it's going to be. I think it's going to get bigger, but I think the level, the bar is just going to get raised and raised until where there's, for the most part, you're gonna have trouble picking out I already have trouble, but I'm sure it's going to only get harder to pick out the books you can afford. So,
Yeah, no. The competition is getting fiercer and fiercer. Everyone's stepping up their game, and more pros are seeing what we're doing, and they're leaving the mainstream coming here. So,
yeah. So out of I don't know, this might be putting you on the spot, but out of the 2021 books, have you backed anything so far that you like?
Oh yeah, I've backed a ton of books.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
love that answer. Yeah, I've backed a ton of books.
You don't have to say which one. I was only looking for one, maybe one that you can remember and want to support or call out.
The Ace.
Oh yeah, no, I love the Ace. I backed that. Sovereign Wolf by Eddie Winkler.
Nice.
My Wolf brother. So yeah, he I think Eddie Winkler set the bar this year on like how to deliver, like how to fulfill that Viking Wolf package was.
Yeah.
I mean, not Viking Wolf, Sovereign Wolf. I'm sorry, too many wolves in the Sovereign Wolf fulfillment was incredible.
That's weird. He's like living up to the name. He's like a sovereign package. And I agree. I think it might be my favorite read so far. I haven't read. I got a stack of them, but I think it's one of the books I have read through, and I like how it read. But yeah, so many good books. I agree. Out of your books, what have you read so far, Jeremy, this year?
The Ace, Life on Korra, the ones I've actually gotten through, none of them completely yet. I've almost gotten through the Ace all the way without an interruption. But Life of Korra, I've got the whole collection of those, so that's like 5 or 6 issues.
Okay.
But a lot of Don Chen books, so I've gotten through a couple of those. Don, they're good. I love getting teleported back to the 90s pop culture. It's it's fun. So I'm still waiting on a couple of those to get fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm looking back in the chat here. Let's see. I thought I saw somebody new popping up. I know we got Cardinal.
Well, Cardinal Ryan, what's up, buddy? I was just talking about Joe getting tattooed one of this original artwork on his back. What do you think?
You can do it. He's got the let's say the patience and the talent.
Yes, he does.
So yeah, this is a great. I think it's a great intro for anybody into like. It's not like a straight horror book, and most of those I can't do just because it's just not my thing. But I think Viking Wolf is a good compromise, and I think it's why we see the success that you're getting. It's like something that people do want to see. The art's good. You got the clout as far as like your writing experience, and you're a good dude. I think that's half of the 3 pieces of the puzzle is the creator has to be more personable too. So
Yeah, no, someone once told me, like to be successful, you can either be like talented, on time, or a good person. And I try to be all three.
Yeah.
Right. It's very hard to. It's one of those things. It's almost like economics where you never really can. There's always a trade-off. I think that's what Thomas Sowell says. And Thomas Sowell says there's never like what's better or worse. It's always something with trade-offs. So you're either going to get the fast work for cheap, or you know what I mean. Like you're going to have to trade something off there.
Resource management.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm fortunate that I have a lot of projects that I can wait till they get finished to launch. And since there's so many of them, it just seems like I always have something out. Although I've been like working on these for quite a while. So
right.
It's just planning.
Oh yeah. I appreciate everyone showing up here today mostly because I know there's some competing streams out there, but none with the moral compass. So the good people are showing up here. I can't say things. We don't say bad things about anyone. However, there's a couple other streams that seem really awesome out there. So thanks for showing up. Jeremy, do you have anything you're working on recently? Do you have anything to say as far as work for you?
A few of you have seen me working on the first page of the Beckon Recourse book 1 coming. So the final renders are happening now. That may make a cut. Like Joe's kind of left leg might be shaking a little bit to hear that that's happening. But it is. I've been showing him updates, so he's been kind of like, "Yeah, dude, that's cool." I'm just waiting for the wave to hit me. So, we'll we'll see how it goes, guys. But outside of that, the Beckon card game, we actually looked at the logistics of it, and seems very feasible. 52 card, custom deck. That doesn't include like the instruction booklet on how to play it or whatnot. But yeah, that's coming along the way. Dwight's been plugging around a few of the other projects that we had in the back as far as programming. But as far as that's concerned, Beckett's on Steam, guys. Go try out the prototype. You get a little bit of head start, and then zadestudios.com is where you can get a little bit more world-building insight to what Beckon Recourse is going to be. Awesome. So, yeah.
So I'm going to do a quick share for Star Circuit before we roll. I know we showed the trailer before. I know you guys have seen this a million times for all the regulars. But spreading the word on this thing is always good. And I always forget to, give myself some, I think, enough credit. Not credit, but like time. Sometimes you got to give yourself some time to show off the book. And just real quickly, Star Circuit is, like I said, very close to 18K. It's gotten a few backers just in a couple days here. And I'm hoping to hit 20 after the book releases, and we get another little swell from reviews and whatnot, because I know this book is killer. If you haven't seen this yet, we've got several things, not only the main book, which is 32 pages, but actually it's more like 40 with all the extra stuff, but you're going to get that. And we also offer a variant cover by Kane & White, and also a design book called Layouts and Design, where you get to see all of the layout work that I did to make the book, plus the concept art for all the sci-fi stuff, including the bikes and environments. And yeah, there's some sequential pages.
Ginger root bikes.
Yeah, ginger root. They all run on data is what I bring up, but ginger root's good too. So you also can get the 3D print, which is a really detailed, large 3D print for what it is, and it's the first wave of them. So I'm sure we'll get better and better at it and figure out new ways to make them cleaner and better. There's actually a 3D, or not a 3D, but a painting contest that we're going to do. Whoever buys them in like some development kind of spike next year, we're going to talk about doing a contest where you paint up your bike in a certain way in your liking, and then we review them, have a contest, vote on them. Whoever's got the best one, we'll put you in the book. So that's the idea. So check out, consider getting the bike, because it is actually really cool to have on your desk. those will actually be shipping out before the main book because we've already got them. So that's it, guys. Star Circuit, check it out. And we are pretty much done with the stream too. Skip Edwards coming up at the Thanks for showing up, Skip. Good to see you, bro.
Oh man, Riverbend Bear. Thank you guys. Thank everybody. And then Collision Bomb, I believe might have been that backer that time. So the art road still continues.
You might run up the page one more time, Jeremy.
Let's say that again.
Can you put up the page one more time?
Yeah.
Just to see what the final numbers are.
There you go. One more.
Did you share?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. See, I just enjoyed that. You guys didn't. I just did. All right.
He's like, look at it.
There you go. One more.
Oh, nice.
One
awesome.
more, baby. Very good. So
thanks.
Good to have you on, Mark. It's always a pleasure talking to you. I actually learned a lot of things about your history this time. And maybe we'll ask you this. I have this thing called an ultimate art guide that I'm compiling. It's pretty much a Google Doc that I'm compiling for all the upcoming artists and storytellers to kind of have a resource for them to get better and better at what they're doing. So do you have any resources for writing that I could include? Your favorite book, your favorite YouTube series or something?
So there's DC back, I don't know, maybe 5 or so years ago, they put out a series of books, and Carl Potts, legendary writer, he wrote the book on storytelling, and I think I bought it like 10 years into my career, but I still learned so much from it. I got to meet Carl. He's super knowledgeable guy. I think he teaches courses on comic creating now, but he discovered Jim Lee, so he can't go wrong there.
Do you know where he teaches? Like online, or do you know?
I think he teaches at a university somewhere in New York. I'm not sure the exact one.
Okay.
Is it the DC Comic Guide to Creating Comics?
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, that's the one I'm looking for. All right, I'm checking out the Amazon bit right now to get the link for you.
Right. Thank you, dude. So yeah, we compiled this thing. It's a little bit of a it's something I wanted. It's a way to give back, but also I'm doing it selfishly as well because I want everyone's best ideas for how to, I don't want to have to go digging every time you're like, oh, I'm stuck with this one area. I want to just go look at the Google Doc and see what the ultimate guide tells me.
And you also said he had social medias or a channel, YouTube channel, or something to follow.
Oh, for what? The Carl Potts?
Yeah, Carl Potts.
No, he said he worked at a university. It wasn't online.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I was like, was he on Skillshare or something?
If you just want an inspirational sort of outside the box choice, a really influential book for me was Robert Rodriguez's "Rebel Without a Crew."
Really?
Yeah, just to show the whole, that's the book. The whole DIY attitude, and this guy made a movie just on a shoestring budget, and he became a huge. It says right there, Hollywood player.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good one to put in there because that's something that's outside of art, but will help. Art, artists don't follow the. Let's just say.
One part I left out of my origin was after college, I couldn't figure out how to break into the comic. My friend and I, we made a book. We couldn't figure out how to break into the comic industry. So I had read Robert Rodriguez's book, and I was like, oh, I'm going to just make movies. And I optioned a screenplay. So
that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, I that was a major influence on me and very helpful in my writing.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
So I will be putting let me put it in the chat right now if I can share the link. If I can, I'd like to share the link for this Google Doc. So it's building, it's slowly building over time. Can't expect it to be up there and ready to go for everybody right away, but so anybody go check it out. There's the guide right here, and you can go check it out. I'll, if you have any suggestions, anybody, just, follow me on Twitter. I'm Catapano Art. You can, shoot me a message with what you think should be on the guide for everybody, and I'll consider it. We'll talk about it. And so you can follow me there. Also on Instagram, Catapano Art as well. Jeremy, where can we find you?
You can find me at Studio Zaid on Twitter, zaidstudios.com, Zaid Studios on Instagram, Facebook. You can also find the Project Beckon on Steam right now, free to play for the prototype. Go check it out. Let us know what you think about the experimental crazy system. And then, we have a YouTube channel as well that we do every Friday night. Me and my older brother who did the programming. So that's usually just watch me and him kind of talk about what we're doing with the project. And, it's a lot of ragging on me. And then Joe shows up sometimes. So it's a fun time. So, come check us out. Give a like and subscribe over here and then over there. And then whatever our moral compass has going.
For sure. The moral compass, most importantly, guys, continue backing Viking Wolf. But where can we find you elsewhere?
On Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Coney Waves, the name of my first comic book. And then I have my own YouTube channel, Primetime Poulton. I do La Pod Gods, where I talk professional wrestling. And then Best Friend Show, where it's just me and my two best friends talking whatever, just catching up. We've decided, we should just do this as a live stream since we spend so much time in a private chat.
Yeah, sometimes I imagine whenever we have a big CG meetup, which is cool because I'm in Orlando and it's probably we're gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome to hang out with everybody. If it goes somewhere else, whatever, I'll go there. But it's just cool that I won't have to go anywhere. I literally live where we're gonna be.
We're right over here, so
which means I'll know all the good spots for us to find a good,
nice.
Good eats, good hangs.
There's a lot of other people too. I think Todd's Truth is here as well, and Drawing with Drew, some others as well. Bud showed up as well. What's up, Bud? Good to have you here.
What up, Bud? I'll probably have to talk to him later. Yeah, thank you guys. It was awesome. And dude, Viking Wolf is awesome. This is some sick art, guys. Go check it out. Go back it while it's still alive. It's got 13 days left. Once these things go in demand, I find it kind of hard to find the copies of these things. Like, I totally missed out on Grogan. Once that thing closed down, I was like, no, when can I find another copy of it? So guys, get on Viking Wolf now.
One thing I should add, when it goes in demand, I'm going to probably pull like the variant covers, the black and white edition, and the Haunted Pizza yearbook. Just leave the regular cover up there and whatever original artwork is left. Just because I'm sending it off to the printer and I want to have my numbers right.
Yeah. We I think last Sunday on Joe's Cup of Joe, we had Rockefort come through. Roll through, and so totally had us all geeking out in the chat and everything. But it's like, how do I get a copy of Grogan, dude? How can I get one? Just sneak me an extra. I'll pay extra. Let's do it.
Maybe you'll talk on the back end of that. So what we'll do here is I always play this at the end, a piece of music from my mixtape that everybody gets when you back Star Circuit. You get a mixtape through email or through download. So even if you're a digital backer, you get this as well. But we'll close out with that. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week for Art Bros. Thank you again, Mark, for coming on and showing the book and your.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
See everybody later. Peace.